This will only be fully effective if the CLT paradigm is broken down, and therefore the profession should adopt a context approach or equivalent for the sake of teachers and ultimately of learners throughout the world. Sketching out a context approach, I noted that there are many things within the profession of increasing attention to context. If the profession goes further and explicitly adopts a context approach in some form, it will need to relate its approach to teaching, training, materials production, and language testing over several years. The procedure, if we examine the priorities of the context approach as we did with CLT above, we might construct something like the procedure in Appendix 1. The first priority is the learning context, and the first step is to identify key aspects of that context before deciding what and how to teach in any given class. This will include an understanding of individual students and their learning needs, wants, styles, and strategies. I treat these as key aspects of the context, as well as the coursebook, local condition, the classroom culture, school culture, national culture, and so on, as far as is possible at the time of teaching. Training courses using this approach will still give basic methodological principles for novice teachers to follow, but within a strong explicit framework of contextual awareness. They will develop context analysis skills, helping trainers to decide on an appropriate teaching approach for each case, as well as the ability to adapt that approach over time. Teaching materials in turn could be localized along the lines suggested by Tomlinson. Conclusion: as I said above, this proposal is not radically new. Good teachers everywhere pay attention to context. Good training courses pay attention to context. However, the dominance of methodology in general and CLT in particular means that their attention to context is secondary and often haphazard. Novice teachers, as we have seen, fight against context when they should be working with it. Thank you for listening.